Good morning, students. Welcome to the online lecture of class 4 Maths. So, in today's lecture, we are going to complete this chapter number 4. Finally, in this lecture, we will complete this chapter about time. So, on 15th May 2006, Chandran went to a shop to buy butter. He checked the packet to see if this butter was safe to eat. Okay, on the day of 15th May 2006, Chandra went to the shop to buy butter. He checked the packet to see if this butter is safe or not. It was written on the packet best before 180 days from the date of packing. Okay, so just note one thing, in 1 month there are 30 days, or sometime in the even number of months there are 31 days. Okay, so considering it has a 30 days in a month, we can divide 180 divide by 30. What I am saying is this: let's divide 180 divide by 30. Okay, so you will get the answer 6. Okay, so how it can be read now? Best before 6 month from the date of picking. Okay, you know what we have done? We have converted the number of days into the month. Okay, so for converting the days into the month, we have to divide by 30 in general. So 6 months have passed. If the butter has passed 6 months, then it is not safe for eating. Then he checked the date of packing. It was 15/1/06. Okay, 15th day of a month. 01/01 means January and 06 means 2006. Help him find out if he should buy this butter or not. In which month was the butter packed? Okay, we know that on 15/01/06, that means on the month of January, butter was packed. Moving further to question number 2, which month will it be 180 days after 15/01/06? So only the month is asked. Okay, from January, if we calculate 6 month, okay, then it will come June. So right now I am giving the answer directly that June month will be there after 6 months, but you have to do by yourself. You have to write all the month and then just calculate the 6th month after January, and you will know that June month will be there. So can Chandra eat it on 15th May 2006? So May comes before June. So before June, the butter is safe. So on 15th May 2006, Chandra can eat it. Moving further, do you ever check the date of packing of things you buy? Yes, we do. Have you seen medicine which have the expiry date written on them? It tells you after which date it is unsafe to take the medicine. Yes, we have seen some expiry date on the medicine at our home, and using the medicine after its expiry date is unsafe. The next is find out what are the other things that come with an expiry date. On a cough syrup, it was written manufactured date 0703. So, when only two numbers are given, how many? In date, there are total three. First is the number of day, the second is month, and the third is year. But when only two numbers are given, you should consider first one as the month, okay, and the next one as its year. So this shows it was made in July 2003. Expiry date 0705. This shows the month and the year till when it is safe to take. What month and year it is written as 0705. So first one is 07, that means July, and 05 means 2003, right? Moving further, would it be safe to take the cough syrup in September 2005? So see student, 05 means May, okay. The number of fifth number of month is May and September comes after May. So after May, the syrup will not be safe. So it will be not be advisable to take syrup on September 2005. Moving further, Tuntun missed the train. Okay, now here one story is there. Tuntun missed the train. Tuntun's school had closed for the summer holidays. He went to his grandma's place. He met a lot of his cousin there. He was enjoying himself and didn't want to go back home. Tuntun, pack your bags. The train leaves at 5:30 in the evening. Oh no, we are going back so soon. I wish we miss our train. Tuntun and his parents reached the station at 5:15. But guess what? They had actually missed the train. How it is possible? In the previous dialogue, it was written that in at 5:30 at evening the train is going to leave, and they have reached at evening 5:15 earlier than the reporting time. Then how does the train missed? So let's see. Hooray! That means I'm not going back today. Can you guess why they missed the train? Now let's see why they missed the train. Actually, the train had left at 5:30 in the morning. Okay, see, the train had left at 5:30 in the morning. Tuntun's parents were upset. They asked the station master, "Our ticket says 5:30, but sir, this means 5:30 in the morning." "Oh yes, how could I forget that? The railway will write 17:30 for 5:30 in the evening." Now you will feel strange. We have seen number of hours till 12, but here it is written 17 hours 30 minutes. How it is possible? So let's see that first. So for 24-hour format, let's see this clock first. So see students, the day start from 12 o'clock at the midnight, right? You know that. For example, if I say 18th June, right? If I say 18th June, then that day will start from 12. Okay, at the midnight, 12 o'clock, the day will start. You know this very well. So, how we will see that format of 24 hours? So, for the starting of day, instead of this 12, consider 0. Okay, consider 0. Now, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 at morning, 5 at morning, 6 morning, 7 morning, 8, 9, 11, 10, 11 and 12 at afternoon. Now, after afternoon, don't see 1. Instead of that, see 12 after which number comes? 13. Okay. So, see 13 and then 14. Similarly here 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. So for the confusion, for to restrict the confusion, this format is used. Okay. In that after 12 afternoon, this type of timing is used. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Likewise 19. Here on 8, 20 will come. Okay, 21, 22, 23, and at last once again here 24, and the next day will start again from the 0. Okay, so I hope you got this. The format, this type of format is not at our home, at our wall, but it is seen in the digital watch. So moving further, because they use a 24-hour clock, we have seen what is 24-hour clock. Look at this chart. It tells the difference between your watch and the 24 hours clock. Try to complete it. Now let's see. Time by your watch, 12-hour clock. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So that is 13 hour. Yes, we have seen that 1 in our clock at afternoon, that means 13, right? Okay. So 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that means 14. Yes, after 13, 14 will come. Moving further, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that will be, yes, here 15, right? Okay, so here 15 will come. Similarly, see, minutes will remain same. So 3:30 in the afternoon will means 15 or 30 minutes. 6 o'clock in the evening. Okay, so 6 o'clock in the evening means 18 hours. Okay, and the rest of the two will be in your homework. You have to complete by yourself. Now can you tell why a 24-hour clock is called so? Why? Because it has 24 hours. So it is called 24-hour clock. Suppose a train leaves at 8:30 at night. The time written on the railway ticket will be, okay, let's see. At 8, the 24-hour format clock has 20 hours. So it will be written as 20 hour 30 minutes. In a 12-hour clock, each time come twice in a day. So 5:30 in the morning is 5:30 a.m. Okay, so remember that. At morning we write a.m. and 5:30 in the evening is 5:30 p.m. What about 5:30 in the afternoon? That is 5:30 p.m. After 12 o'clock at noon we use p.m. till midnight. Okay, I think now you can understood. From the starting day, from 12 o'clock at the night to the 12 o'clock at afternoon, we use am, and after that afternoon of 12 o'clock to the night at 12 o'clock we use pm. You must have noticed the time of sunrise and sunset right here using am and pm. So let's see the answer. Time of sunrise is 5:30 am. As we have discussed, at morning we will write am, that is 5:30 am, and at evening we will write pm, which is 6:30 pm. Where have you seen a 24-hour clock being used? Let's see. 24-hour clock is used in railway timetable, airport timetable, and bus timetable. So here we are ending over this chapter number 4. I am sharing the PDF which consists of the remaining question answer of this chapter. Thank you. Thank you very much.